stand up from that bed and put yourself together and look for something to do. You do not need money to start. The way that Nigeria is going, if you don't have anything that you do for yourself, I don't know. I don't know what you are doing. No, you stay in Nigeria. I don't have anything that's fetching you money. See the microphone. One, two, check. Ew, that's gone out though. Let me just use this. Okay. Happy New Month, everybody. So we are in the final lap of 2025, and I don't know who is excited like I am, but I'm really excited that 2025 is gradually coming to an end, and we are heading forward to 2026. And I know that very soon, a lot of you or a lot of us will start writing out our New Year resolution, what we want to do in the year 2026, and all that good stuff. The question now is, while writing down those plans for the year, do you have strategies in place to carry them out, or are you just writing because you want to write and feel among? Like in this year 2025, a lot of people wrote vision boards, a lot of people wrote, list of things that they want to achieve. I meant to ask you, if you are more people that wrote, how many of them were you able to achieve? No one. Or one. Okay. I'm here today to give you some of the things that you can add to your plan in 2026 to make the year a very good one for you. So I'm going to be giving you 5 business ideas that you can start up without capital. I might make another one that I can start up with capital later, but for now, we are going to be talking about 5 business ideas that you can start up with absolutely no capital, like zero cash, zero naira. You start up these businesses and you are able to do well. First on the list is content creation. Yes, I'm starting off strong. I would have left this till the end of the video, but still watch the end of the video because I'll be dropping more good business ideas that you can start. So when we say content creation, I know that a lot of people do not really understand how it works in the terms of business, that is in line of business. So I would like to call content creation a future investment. Now let me explain. So if you are starting up content creation, let's just say you finish school, you're a university graduate, and you don't have anything you're doing. Starting up content creation can be a little bit risky if you do not have an option B. Now, the reason is that when you start up, you don't start getting paid immediately. Using YouTube as an example, you have to post till you get 1K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you are eligible for monetization. So that is why I said it is a very risky business venture if you do not have another source of income. And I call it a future investment because you are investing. You're just in a platform like YouTube. You continue posting and posting until you get to the threshold and you get monetized and you start earning in dollars. Do you not understand my point? Even social media platforms like TikTok. When you start posting, you don't. I'm not sure. Okay, I think recently they started paying Nigerian TikTok users, but before they were not paying, and even the pay now, I'm not sure it's so much. That's why people go on live to get gifted and all that good stuff. But for TikTok, you can start getting paid if you get viral and if you put out valuable content that people can reach out to you for and tell you to influence for them. There's a TikTok page I'm trying to remember. There's she does videos with her children, her family, and her contents were really inviting. People always wanted to watch. So small business owners started reaching out to her to advertise for them, and they were paying her good money. So content creation is actually something that you can venture into. You start posting on these 3 platforms: YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I mean, you can choose to ask Facebook, but yeah, you can add Facebook. I'm just calling these 3 platforms because that is what I use and that is where I started that. I'm still starting, please. I'm still a growing YouTuber. Ejo, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, Biko. Ejo, as they say it now, sir. Please subscribe and watch all my videos. So yes, content creation is a very lucrative business. I mean, the world is going digital. There's nobody that do not pick up their phone on a daily basis to go through videos online. Every single person, like 90% of Nigerians, will do that every single morning when they wake up. So imagine in a day you try to post. Let's start simple. You post once every day on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can choose to add Facebook. I know that it is going to be very time consuming and data consuming, but Consistency is the key. Now, even talking about consistency, a lot of people will come out and say, oh, be consistent, but I don't think anybody really talks about the struggles that people face when it comes to consistency. I'm going to use myself as an example. So I'm a business owner, and I also have a YouTube channel, a TikTok page, and an Instagram page. And I am using a 64 gig phone, an iPhone. If you're watching this video and you're using a 64 gig phone, you can relate to what I'm saying, because it's usually very frustrating when you don't have anything on your phone, but you're seeing storage full. You can't open any of your apps. You can't even, you will not even be able to upload on YouTube because you don't have space on your phone. So it can really be frustrating, but that's where consistency now comes in. So because consistency and discipline comes in. So because I have disciplined myself and I've decided that I want to be consistent, what by hook or crook, I must upload. So if it means me deleting everything, my bank app, deleting everything I can delete, I will delete to make sure that I post. I mean, I'm saying this now and it's not very easy. It's easier said than done, but it needs to be done. That's the point. If you have a business, this is another example. You have some people who tell you that they cannot be consistent because they are not getting views online, their views are low. Let me now ask you, you have a business. Let's say you just opened the shop and you stocked up this shop with a lot of goods. On the first day, you don't have customer. Second day, you don't have customer. Third day, you don't have customer. Are you telling me that you close down the shop and carry on your market and eat? Or you dash it out to people because you're not having customers? No, you won't. You will continue. That is the power of being consistent. So when you continue now, you will see that with time people will know you and you get customers. The same thing applies to content creation. You post on your page one day and you have like one view or two views or three views. It might discourage you. In fact, it will discourage you if you are being honest. But your ability to keep up, to continue posting, is what consistency means. When you keep on posting, I bet you one day, it might take months, it might take weeks. I mean, every individual differs. There are people that come online and start posting and they get blown in a week, 2 weeks. There are people that post like from the very first day they start posting, the content start going viral. So it actually depends on you and the kind of content that you put out. I think that will be that on content creation. Our number two business will be tutoring. Yes, let's just say in Nigeria we'll call it home lesson, home teacher, home lesson teacher, be lesson teacher. Anyone that you picked. So tutoring. In Nigeria, we have situations where teachers go for after school lesson. So after the school from 1 p.m. to from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., we have teachers who goes to their students' houses to teach them after school lesson. Now, if you're a university graduate, in fact, if you are a secondary school graduate and you have something valuable to offer, even if it's only English language that you can teach, as a secondary school graduate, you can meet one or two persons and tell them, one or two parents that have children, maybe from your church or from your neighborhood, and tell them that you offer this service, so you can do this, you can do that. And I know that some people might not want to, but your ability to convince them, this is where um presentation comes in. There's the word I'm looking for. Being able to pitch yourself well comes in. So if you're able to pitch yourself well, to tell them that, oh, this is what you do, just put yourself on the table, show them your values, tell them what you can offer. People will pay for what you can offer. If you can be very enticing, if you can be enticing enough, I promise you that they will hire you. And you can charge, you can decide to charge however you want. I'm not going to be talking about anything concerning money in this video, but you can decide to charge however you want, depending on the value you're offering. And that's it. You now have a job for yourself. You tutor. Maybe you can decide to do three days in a week, or maybe even every day, depending on how your strength can carry you. And you have a job that you're doing that will be paying you at the end of every month without a capital, just like that. We'll move on to the next point. Number three business idea you can start up without capital is project management. Yes, so you can become a project manager. Let me explain. So it's still the same thing. It's still kind of connected to content creation, because getting projects to manage, I mean, you can get projects to manage offline, but coming online is going to give you like a wider audience. It's going to make more people know you. So if you have a friend or anybody, it can even be from church. It can be from church. You can have a project in church, maybe like a program that you're handling in church, and you decide to manage it, to coordinate it. Okay, let's call it project coordinator. You decide to coordinate this project and make sure that everything is in place. It's almost like an event manager or somebody that manages events. You make sure that everything is set in place, the program starts on time, everything that's available, that is supposed to be available for the event, is available. You've gotten a job for yourself. If you start in church, let's just say you start in church and you do it for free, and people see that the event went well, you have like 50 to 80% chance of someone calling you to organize their event outside of church. I'm using church as an example, but you can start from anywhere, to be honest. And your first job must not be free. I'm just using that as an instance. So you can coordinate any event at all, any project, and from there you have a job without capital. Without capital. This also is like a head over ushering agencies. So I don't know if I should put this as another point, but for ushering agencies can be started without capital. So there are people in the university that just started with their friends. When I was in school, it was very rampant. I schooled in Owerri, so it was very rampant because a lot of entertainers in Owerri, and they usually need the services of ushers. So you can decide that you and maybe two or three of your friends tag along and do this. You don't need much, to be very honest. You don't need much. As an usher, if you have white and black pantyhose, you have white and black top, or what they call this stuff, turtleneck, then all these their skirts. You know how ushers look. I did not say that you should use ushering now to do a shower, because I'm seeing that most of the ushering agency, their plan is and that's their plan is and that's it, because but there are still ushering agencies that are very decent enough. Do you get me? Different occasions for different dresses now, but you can still try to be very modest in your ushering work. I hope that's clear. Our next point will be drop shipping. I think I spoke about this one in my last video. So I sell perfumes, and I've had situations where people come to tell me that, oh, they don't have capital to start up, but they really want to sell. Now, what do I do for you? I'll tell you, no problem. I will take pictures, videos, sent to you in their raw form, like without adding my watermark or anything. Send it to you. Then you can post, get customers. When you get customers, I can as well send to them without you getting to your house. All you have to do is, maybe if I'm selling for 5,000, you tell them that it's 8,000, and when you collect the money, you collect your 3,000 and give me my 5,000 naira. It's as easy as that. But I do not advise that anybody continues drop shipping after a very long time. Drop shipping max, so like, okay, let's just say 3 months to 6 months. That should be it. Because in that period, you should have been able to gather enough to get the capital to start by yourself. People get very comfortable. Like, people get too comfortable when they are drop shipping, because to them, they are seeing their gain now. So there's no point buying markets. But no, it's going to affect you in the long run, because you have a business to your name, but you don't have markets. You don't have product to show for it. I think that that's not a good thing. In fact, I know that it is not a good thing. So if you're doing drop shipping, give yourself 3 to 6 months max to be able to save up money. That's if you're having sales, though, like if you usually have sales, like regular sales, and you're a drop shipper. In 3 to 6 months, you should be able to round that off and get capital to start up your own, get products for yourself. That will be that for dropshipping. Our next point will be house slash office cleaning. So I don't know if I should just call it laundry in general. Yeah, so house cleaning, office cleaning, washing, washing for people, those kind of stuff. Let me give you an example. There's somebody I know that she's a working class woman. She's usually very busy. That she doesn't have time for herself. And there's another girl that is staying close to her that met her and told her that, oh, ma, I can wash your clothes for you. Because she actually has someone that is staying with her. That is the working class woman. Has someone that is staying with her. But the person is probably just like a nanny for her child. So her work is not to wash clothes. But this other girl now met her and told her, oh, ma, I can wash your clothes for you. I can do this. And they agreed. And she's paying the girl 25,000 naira in a month. Every Saturday that she comes to wash, she gets paid 5,000 naira. Okay, scratch that. I think it's 20,000 in a month, because there are 4 weeks in a month. So every Saturday that she comes to wash, she gets paid 5,000 naira for washing the clothes. Now, it might not, the money might not seem big in your ear. 5,000 naira might be small money. But calm down, do the maths. You are getting 5,000 naira every week, 20,000 naira in a year. 20,000 naira times 12 will give you how much? It might still sound small, but I believe that people earning little are living within their means. So you cannot earn 5,000 naira in a week, and in that same week you're spending the whole 5,000 naira. No. Or let's just say in a month you are earning 20,000 naira, and in a year 20,000 naira times 12 is how many? I don't know maths, so God abeg. 20,000 naira times 12 should be 240 now. And because you are earning that much, you will not pay rent. You will go and look for house that you'll be paying 200K. No. What happened to house is that you can find for 100,000. I don't know if you are getting my point. So if you are earning 1,000 naira per day or 5,000 naira per week, you are supposed to live within your means and not above. You cannot be earning 1,000 naira in a day and you are eating your 1,000 naira in that day. Do you get my point? So yes, laundry in general, house cleaning, um, shop cleaning, office cleaning, washing of clothes. You can start that without capital. This one nice for people that are ashamed, because there's some people that come and tell you that, oh, they cannot wash people's clothes too. Why would they be washing people's clothes to get paid? If you know that you cannot do it, no problem. This one is for people that can do it. I think I have mentioned more than 5 businesses in this video, so we are just going to call it a wrap. I hope that you've been able to pick one or two, and you will start something in 2026, because the way that Nigeria is going, if you don't have anything that I do for yourself, I don't know. I don't know what you are doing. No, you stay in Nigeria. I don't have anything that's fetching you money. If you were, I mean, you are among people that during their university days they were not able to get anything doing, and you are finished university now, you are just at home. Stand up from that bed and put yourself together and look for something to do. You do not need money to start. You do not need money to start. Yes, I'm talking to you. Look for something. Just get yourself busy, because this country is not getting any better. I hope that you know. Oh yes, I hope you know. In our next video, we'll be talking about other businesses that you can start with capital. So if you have money, you have 1,000,000, 500K, 100K, and you want to start up a business. In our next video, that's if this video does well, I will give you 5 businesses, or maybe more than 5 businesses that you can do with your money. And that'll be it. See you in our next video. Mwah.